I had this plan that when they came to take me out of my house that I was going to chain myself to my washer and dryer, and when they would take me away, I'd ask him to put the load in the dryer for me. The Friday before, the 29th of June, I found out that the mortgage company, Pacifica, who was evicting me, did not own the mortgage.
So Pacifica did hold the mortgage at one time?
Yes, and they went through the sheriff's sale and they bought it from themselves. And then in February of 2012, apparently they transferred it back to Citibank. But yes, the notice for eviction was from Pacifica.
Been here how long?
16 years. I had refinanced with Citibank in 2006. In 2009, I lost my job and I approached Citibank for a loan modification. And they said that I would have to be behind in my payments in order to qualify for the program. So they told me to stop payments for 2 months if I wanted to be in the loan modification program.
Did they put that in writing?
No. Most of this was on the phone. So that's what I did, trusting them. And then they said that I was put on a trial period, and I did get a document with that on it, and that the trial period would last for 3 months, and then after that they would decide if I qualified for the program, and they based it on current, making the current payment. And it kept going on and on and on. It went into 9 months. And then
so it's 9 months that you weren't making a payment.
I was making trial payments. They're a lot lower than your regular payment. And then I was told that I didn't qualify and that I needed to make up all the payments all the difference and all the late fees. It came to something like $30,000. I think it was 2010. It was around $30,000 that I had to get in like a month's time. I just called him and I said, I can't. First of all, I said I was told that I was going to get it. Every time I called during that 9-month period, they kept encouraging me, just send the payments, you're going to qualify, there's no problem. And then I called and finally got someone that was somewhat sympathetic, and he said, well, if you're still on unemployment, we can put you on an unemployment forbearance program. And that's 3 months, and you'll pay $300 a month, and then we'll put all that you owe on the back of your loan, and we'll start you on a new payment plan. I paid 1 month, and they sold the loan to another company. Did not send any of the records and told them that I had not paid anything for a year. The new company started foreclosing on me right away.
The new company was Pacifica. Yeah.
Well, it was Pacifica, and then their loan servicing company is the one that started the foreclosure procedures. I started a loan modification program with them. They did not accept me because I was so far behind according to the records.
When was the sheriff's sale?
November of 2011. They actually tacked on those late fees and all the behind payments. So the actual mortgage was $240,000. They bumped it up to $340,000. And then they bought it for that. I felt that I had lost my fight. And I started looking for other places to live. My credit rating was so terrible, I couldn't find a place to rent. One day I was packing and I just decided I wasn't going to leave. And I went to the Occupy Homes meeting at the Cruise House on Cedar 2 months ago, month and a half ago. It hasn't been very long. and met all these wonderful people, met people that were in the same boat, and decided that I could fight it. I had no idea that this was going to happen. I was aware of 2 other empty houses on our block, which is a big concern of our neighborhood. We had a meeting and I explained my situation. Up until that point, I was really embarrassed, and I hadn't been even going to meetings. And I think Occupy Homes Minnesota really gave me the courage to just go back into the community and tell people my story.
Get an eviction notice?
Yes, they put it on my... I wouldn't accept it, so they taped 56 pages to my door.
Did you go to the hearing?
I did. I wanted to make sure that it was actually dismissed, and I wanted to meet the attorney. I just can't believe it. I still can't. There's been so many things go wrong. And to have it, it just only proves that this is not being dealt with properly. I don't think anybody's is being dealt with properly. It's ruined people's lives, and nobody has backed up and said we're going to do it any differently. Gone are the days where you know your banker and you have to face the people that you do business with.
Yeah.
We don't even have offices for some of these banks in Minnesota.
Do you know where many of them do their back office work? India.
That's where Pacifica does their work. They're building large gated communities. Pacifica's main business is building and developing gated communities in other countries, such as India. They have one in, I think it's San Diego. It took the Attorney General's office months to find the address even. One area that hasn't been really talked about, and I'm a healthcare provider, is the emotional and physical stress that it's put on people and children. And once I get my feet on the ground and get to a point where I think I have this place saved, I want to develop some health care for people that have been totally brutalized by this system. There was I just listened to someone talking on NPR about you have to start sending counselors in with the police if they're doing an eviction, or like at the banks when they start telling people that they're going to lose their house, that there's counselors there, mental health workers. Mm-hmm. People are killing themselves.
I know.
And it's not their fault. I asked the server why he even does this, and he says, well, I have to make my money, and last week I delivered one to my sister. This is going to go to the Attorney General's office and thanking him for saving my home.